Hi there. We're going to talk a little bit about how to improve your pronunciation, the best way to improve your pronunciation, and make sure that you're understood. So, when I was studying TESOL, which is Teaching English as a Second Language, I was taught that the best way to make sure that students are understood when they're speaking English is to focus on word stress. So, what is that? Word stress is when you emphasize the right syllable in a word. So we're going to look at guitar, a pretty simple word to begin with. Here we're looking at a dictionary definition of guitar. Guitar has two syllables, gi and tar. And what you can see when you look up the word in the dictionary is that they put a little apostrophe before the syllable that's stressed. So in this case, it's before the second syllable. You say guitar. You put more emphasis, more stress, more energy behind the second syllable. Sometimes people make a mistake and they say guitar. They put more stress on the first syllable. But we can see from the information in the dictionary, by looking at where the apostrophe is, that in fact you should be stressing the second syllable, guitar. Let's look at another word, orchestra. So it's a longer word, 3 syllables, orchestra. And let's look at which syllable we should be stressing. So the apostrophe is right here before the first syllable. So we need to say orchestra. The first syllable has to be stressed, punched. Some people who speak Spanish as a first language tend to emphasize the second syllable, and they'll say orchestra. And that's not correct. As we can see here, we look at where the apostrophe is. It's before the first syllable. The first syllable needs to be stressed. The last example we're going to look at is synthesizer. So here we go. Here is the phonetic spelling of synthesizer in the dictionary. And we look for where the apostrophe is. It's before the first syllable. So we want to say synthesizer. It's the first word that it's the first syllable that we stress a bit more than the others. And the reason I mention this is because we were listening to Giorgio in this unit, Giorgio Moroder, talking about his experience with music, getting started in music, and he was really famous for making the synthesizer more popular in music, and he pronounces it synthesizer. And it doesn't really matter because he speaks English really, really well. And I mean, he's a genius. Who cares if he doesn't have the correct pronunciation of one word? Everybody understands. And so, we have to take this lesson with a grain of salt. We don't want to worry about every single individual word. But if people are having trouble understanding you, if you see that people are having trouble understanding you sometimes, then you could look at word stress a little bit more carefully. And certainly when you learn new words, take a minute to look it up in the dictionary and see which syllable is stressed. Or you could listen to the pronunciation of the word and pay special attention to which syllable is stressed. And also you can look it up. So that's a quick lesson about word stress, and I hope that this helps you be easily understood by everybody that you speak to in English.